It is time. Let me try to keep my profanity down a little bit today. I don't want to make anybody nervous. All right. So it is start of the football week, starting today. I gotta make some phone calls. I gotta make some phone calls down to Tampa. I gotta get on the horn with Tommy Terrific and let him know. Matter of fact, let me call up Tommy Terrific right now. All right. Stand by. Tommy, Alpha 3, yes. Listen, Muggsy's fine. Muggsy's, don't worry about Muggsy. Listen, all right, you got the boys tonight, right? The listen, Tommy, shut your mouth for a minute. Listen to Alpha 3. All right, I know that CNN is making up fake news about you and then debunking the stories. I know they do that all the time with everything. Yes. It's the Serbian double bluff. Yeah, yes. What they do is they make up lies. They make up lies about people, like Joe Rogan taking horse steroids or some crazy nonsense. What they do is they make up these lies, and then these goofs believe all this nonsense, right? And then they debunk their own story, right? As if they didn't make it up. They'll say something like our sources, our random sources, right? And then they'll lie about some nonsense, right? And they'll let that soak in for the goose to believe it until the goose start repeating it, right? And then they'll set a date like September 18th, like this is supposed to happen, right? And then when it doesn't happen, then they debunk their own story and then make it sound like the other people are crazy. Yeah, listen, Tommy. All right, I need you to come out with a big win tonight, whatever it is that you got to do. Now, you know that the Cowboys have the referee. They got the referees on the books, right? They're going to cheat. All right, so what you got to do is you got to cheat. You got to bring out the old the hoodie maneuver, right? You got to get the cameras out there. Whatever you got to do, just come out with a win tonight. All right, Tommy? All right, I'll talk to you after the game. It's Tommy Terrific. We're all set. All right, place your bets. All right, the Bucs are going to win tonight, guaranteed. And if you win, all right, throw some scratch Alpha 3's way. But if you lose, all right, blame Tommy Terrific. Send him the bill. All right. Anyway, yeah, it is start of the football season. I am excited. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. We need Dallas to come out with a loss tonight. And I know the rest of the NFC East is backing me on this, all right? The last thing Arlington needs is for the East Rutherford and the Lansdale or the Maryland no-name football team and Philadelphia to get together to form Voltron and root against the Arlington Cowboys. All right, but Tommy Terrific will come through. All right, so I'm not even worried about it. All right, he's gonna bring the cameras out there. He's gonna have Tampa Bay Gate. All right, he's gonna start doing his film. He doesn't even really need that against because Dak Prescott's going out in the first quarter. I could see after the first hit, his shoulder hurting, and then they're gonna pull him out. It's all pre-planned. All right, because Dak Prescott's shoulder is like a pretzel stick. Okay, he can't even throw the ball. So once they get one good shot, all right, or he'll just go down and let somebody jump on top of him. They'll pull him out, and because the injury's already there, but they'll use that as like a cover, so they make it seem like something scandalous is going on. But Dak Prescott's not going to make it. The other big game, the other thing that's happening is my fantasy football team starts tonight. All right, I'm going up against it's bad news for you. Yeah, I'm favored to win by 3 points, but a bad news for you. All right, you can kiss my rosy jackass because I'm not losing this. I'm not losing this game. All right, so those are the two big games. The other thing that you have to know is that, of course, football season starts, so all the geniuses come out of the woodwork. So some goof a couple days ago, he bet me they asked for his opinion. First of all, I don't even remember asking him for his opinion, but he just decided to blurt it out there. All right, and saying that the Redskins are going to win the NFC East this year. So I had to double down on his wit and his genius. And I said, I guarantee you that the Redskins will never, ever, ever, ever win another game in the history of football, right? And of course, he's not a smart guy. Alpha 3 is way smarter than this goof. So he doubled down and said, I bet you. I said, I'll bet you anything you want. He bet me $100. We shook on it. And then everybody had to explain to this goof that there's no such thing as the Redskins. All right. So Alpha 3 just beat him for $100 easy. All right. All right. If you're going to come at me and try to hit me with knowledge, all right, try to show me how smart you are, all right, and try to spew out all these numbers and stuff that you're just kind of parroting off the TV, because that's all you really do. Do you really know? Have you actually gone out and done the scouting reports and watched all the games and come up with your own critical thinking? No, you haven't. All you did was listen to the radio and listen to like ESPN, who themselves don't really know anything, right? And then you just repeat what they say. That's what you do, right? So when you try to do that to Alpha 3, but then you throw out that the Redskins are going to win the East when there's no such thing as the Redskins, all right, then you lose all credibility, and then I ignore you, all right? Then I ignore you. That's the way it is. Language is everything. All right. Language is everything. You got to be specific with Alpha 3 or I'm going to get you whatever. If I just sat back and bet everybody on the things that they say, I'd be a millionaire right now because people just say stuff. It's just so ridiculous. Anyway, let's get to the Eagles. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to get to the Eagles right now because the Eagles don't play till Sunday. All right. So I'm going to do a pre-game Sunday speech for the Eagles. All right. Because we need to start this season off correctly, which is a win against the Atlanta Falcons. A guy I know at work, a buddy of mine at work, he told me that he has a lot of Eagles friends. Well, of course you do. You live in the Philadelphia area. Of course you have a lot of Eagles friends. His friend's a big Eagles fan. We're all big Eagles fans. All of us are. If you like the Eagles, you're a big Eagles fan. There's no in between. You either don't like them or you love them, right? So he's like, I think I'm going to go down to Philadelphia and watch the game down at the Xfinity Center or something like that. So I said, oh yeah, what are you wearing? He's like, are you going to wear your Falcons stuff? Because he's a Falcons fan. He's like, of course I am. I'm like, good. You better arm yourself, right? I encourage you to go down there and root for your team. I also encourage you to make sure you're well protected. All right, because you show up in Philadelphia, all right, with the opposing team's jersey on, bad things will happen in Philadelphia, just like Trump Daddy said. So make sure you're protecting your arm yourself. All right, make sure you're surrounded by a bunch of Eagles fans that like you. All right, because they'll help you out a little bit, but they may not help you out. They may just get out of the way. That's funny. But there's a lot of craziness that's going on. Listen, the other thing that discredits you, which I've been running into a lot with Giants, so-called East Rutherford Giants fans, Arlington Cowboy fans, Maryland no-name football. This is what I encounter. Or any of the other fans. Like I know people that love teams all over the place. Is if you don't even know who your team is playing in the upcoming week, right? I don't expect you to know the whole schedule. But if you don't even know who your team is playing in the upcoming game, all right, you lose all credibility. So then I start ignoring you too. All right. So just keep that in mind. That's the first question I'm going to ask. I remember this goof, right? The Yankees. I think I explained this before, but the Yankees had just won the World Series, and he was trying to trick me into believing that he's a big time Yankees fan. And I asked him, I said, when's the last time they won the World Series? You probably don't even know. Right? And he didn't know. They just won the World Series, and he didn't know that they just won the World Series. Anyway, you need to know who your team is. You need to know who your team is playing. That's what you got to do. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't want to scare too many people out there because the intergalactic police force is trying to shut down my channel. Anyway, Alpha 3 is out. Send it.